Hey everybody, welcome back to Durbin's Bourbon. I'm Joe.
And I'm Josh.
Today we're going to be doing another review, bourbon, Four Roses, single barrel. Four Roses Distillery is out of Kentucky. They have three expressions, if I can remember. They have the single barrel, they have the small batch, and then they have just their regular batch bourbon. I don't want to call it bottom shelf because it's really not. It's kind of spendy. I think it's what, $28 or so for the regular
one?
the
No,
yellow
it's 21.
label? 21.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's pretty inexpensive.
Pretty inexpensive. So that's their three big expressions. The neat thing that Four Roses, one of their claim to fame is their yeast strains. They use several different yeast strains in the production of their bourbons, and there's a big popularity right now for some of the Four Roses, certain yeast strains, and the flavor profiles that yeast strain puts out as opposed to this yeast strain. But it's just one of their techniques for their flavor profiles. And some of the bottles, I believe it's the small batch, actually on the back it will say like the mixture is like XY, don't quote me on it, but it's like XYZ or whatever, and it tells that particular yeast strain and everything that goes into that particular batch, and you can compare them from one to the other. We haven't done that yet. I can't remember what my small batch yeast strain is on that one, but today's review is a single barrel, Four Roses, very popular, very readily available. Price point on it is, I couldn't remember, did you look it up just a bit ago?
I did not.
It's over 50.
Is it that much?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
I
it
have
is.
it on my...
Do you? If you do, Josh is going to pull it up real quick, and we'll know what it's going for in our liquor control state it is. So, but it is, I've always been a fan of Four Roses. Just the plain old regular Four Roses 21.95 or whatever is a great bourbon to use with highballs. When I drink it that way, like on a hot summer day or something with some ice, I'll use like Ale 8 soda. And a lot of you probably may not know what Ale 8 is, but it's just it's a ginger ale soda out of Kentucky. It was made in Kentucky. It's always been made in Kentucky. It's a great soda. It's crisp, and it goes really well with that if you want to make a nice highball.
Yeah, it's $40.95. So
$40.95?
Yeah, $41.
There you go. So it's not as expensive as I was thinking. So that's good for everybody out there.
The small batch is $33.
Yep. And what's the
yellow's $21.
21. So very affordable, really, for the quality of product that they put out.
And this one's 100 proof.
Yeah, 100 proof. It is. Oh yeah, and here it says warehouse SN and barrel number 452N. So they do label 50% ABV, 100 proof. So it's going to have maybe a little kick to it.
Yeah.
Let's give it a smell.
Mm. Good vanilla barrel. Not getting a whole lot of sweetness though, like the other.
We just did a review of an E.H. Taylor product, single barrel, and I'm not getting, for me, I'm not getting a lot on the nose.
It's kind of, it's not super strong, I guess, right? Like there's...
Yeah. Which you don't want to jam your nose down in. With 100 proof whiskey, you jam your nose in, it's going to kind of fry it, but... Oh, there it is. I got a little fruit.
For sure. Like dark fruit,
Yeah.
cherries, and it said on the label like a pear. I could almost like that kind of.
Maybe that might be the fruit. I'm sure not. For me, I'm not getting that vanilla. That
I'm
really
getting vanilla.
strong.
I just don't get it. It's not strong. It's not like that sweet.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's so subdued that it's.
Because usually, you get the vanilla and then like a caramel or excuse me, molassesy. I don't get any of that,
Yeah,
but I do get vanilla.
And for a single barrel, it's kind of light.
Yeah, it's almost honey color.
It is.
I wonder how long it's aged.
I don't know. I've had this.
It's
This
straight, so
particular
does that mean
bottle.
at least 2 years or 4. Straight Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah. I've had this bottle for probably about maybe a year and a half, maybe.
Doesn't say.
Yeah, I'm getting the dark fruit. Maybe that pear. Maybe because of that influence you said. I'm thinking pear.
It's got that, but it's fruity for sure.
It's fruity, and that could be attributed to the particular yeast strains, the multiple yeasts together. It's very light on the nose.
It is.
It's a lot of subdued. You kind of I feel like I have to search for it.
Right.
It's not like you just roll it under your
I'm not
nose
getting
and
that.
it's like it hits you, that vanilla and leather and caramel and cinnamon and none of
I'm not
that.
getting a whole lot of the alcohol sting either with the smell.
I even reluctantly trying to find more in here, jam my nose down in there. And for 100 proof, it's not. It's
That one
not.
got me.
That one got you
A little bit.
little sting. I'll clear the nostrils. Take a big, deep. So I don't know, like stone fruit maybe, or yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a lot of other things. Yeah, I can't recall having a bourbon that we've sampled or that has been such a subdued nose.
Right.
That surprises me. I mean, they're so consistent with vanilla and all that, but usually it's strong on the nose.
Let's see
I'm
what it tastes
curious.
like.
Yes. Cheers.
Wow, I almost got like a licorice. When I first tasted that,
I could see black licorice.
Yes. Weird. I've never had that with a bourbon.
I could see black licorice. I almost took too big of a drink.
I saw that.
It was close. Yeah, it was almost too big of a drink, and I couldn't get a dial in on the flavor because I was a little on fire.
But I get cinnamon, like I said, black licorice right off the bat.
Yeah.
Cinnamon. Not a whole, little bit like a leathery, fruity kind of flavor.
It's drying. My mouth is very dry now. Could be that gulp I just took.
I wish you would have just
Spewed it
that
all.
would have been so funny.
It's a nice bourbon.
Yeah. Definitely a different flavor.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely. I am, for me as a whiskey taster, I get as much enjoyment out of nosing as I do the flavor.
Right.
So for me, the nose, I don't want to offend anyone out there that are Four Roses aficionados. The nose was it's very disappointing. I'm not getting all those
Did you smell it again after you
wonderful
taste
notes.
it? I'm getting more now.
It's a little, there's a little more.
I kind of like the nose
Do you?
because it is so subtle. I think letting it sit and open up and keep smelling it. I bet you keep getting more stuff.
Maybe.
Like it makes you work for it.
Yeah, that might be. Sometimes I'm.
Or because we did have the H. Taylor before this. I wonder if we had, because this used to be, I had this and you really liked it, remember?
I did. Yeah, you
That
had
was a few years back,
It
though.
was. And you had the Four Roses single barrel. That was like some of your first bottles in your collection. It's a light nose. I get that fruit.
Now I can smell
of
licorice.
vanilla.
I can
But-
smell it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And I've never been a huge licorice fan. I have not been a huge licorice fan.
That is so weird.
It's got to
So
be
predominant for me. Huh. That's interesting. I never had that. I never had that flavor before in any bourbon.
No, that is
Unique for
dark
sure.
licorice. At the beginning of the palate, mid palate, and for me, finish palate.
Yeah,
it is
all
consistent
licorice,
all the way through.
But not like a Jägermeister or like NyQuil kind of.
No,
You know, that's real strong licorice flavor. It's not like
Right.
that. It's
It's not.
subtle, but yeah, it's dominant.
It
there.
is.
If that makes any sense.
it
Subtle
doesn't
and
seem
dominant.
to be.
Oh,
It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to have a lot of other characteristics coming out.
no,
For me,
no.
I don't get it.
It's definitely different.
That's surprising because I mean, there's a little bit gone. I mean,
Yeah.
I've had it. I just don't. I didn't make any notes. Probably should have.
I hear dogs.
I do. Locked them outside.
It's not horrible though.
No,
just different.
It's a good bourbon. I'm glad I have it.
Yeah. After trying it though, I don't think I'd buy another one. I mean, it doesn't strike me as.
No.
But it's not like it's not horrible by any means. It's just it's got such a unique flavor.
Right.
I guess.
That's a tough one. Big distillery, super popular. Everybody, it seems there's a lot of people that really, really love the Four Roses products. And I do generally the small batch. I've drank several of those over the years. I really enjoy them. But this particular single barrel with that high licorice and for me, the lack of nose and stuff, it's a good bourbon. I probably won't replace it if I empty it anytime soon. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. I think it's. Gosh, I don't know. I'm on the fence.
If
I would buy it. Because I kind of like the uniqueness of it, but I don't think I'd enjoy. If I had to choose from that and like 3 other bourbons that I like,
Right.
that'd be my last.
If you had this and another Henry McKenna,
Oh,
10-year,
yeah, Henry McKenna all day long.
boom. But
But
look at
it is
its
different. If I
nose.
have Henry McKenna a bunch, I'm going to want something different. So
Right.
it does give you different
a variety.
That's what I was trying
Yeah.
to say. So I mean, it's not.
It's a light bourbon,
Right.
100 proof light bourbon.
And I could see how people would, because
Yeah,
it's unique. Like if you like that licorice flavor, I think.
yeah. I'd say if you're a dark licorice or a black licorice fan, it might be right up your alley.
Yeah.
You might really enjoy it.
That's so weird. It's
Yeah. It's
I keep thinking it's going to go away maybe on the next
Right.
try, but it's just super licoricey.
this one's it's surprised me.
Me too.
That's
Because you used to
rare.
rave about it when I had it,
did.
and I was like, meh, whatever.
I did. Palates change as we get older and go down that path, I guess. It's a good bourbon.
Yeah. I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
I just don't think I wouldn't necessarily buy
Right.
it if I had the choice of another bottle similar
Sure.
in price.
Yeah. I like more nose on my bourbons. I really do.
See, I didn't
like
mind
it
the nose, but the flavor wasn't
Mm-hmm.
super great.
Right. So once again,
There you go.
it's just our opinions. We're not professionals. Just two
No.
guys that like to drink bourbon, scotch,
Whiskey in general.
whiskey in general, occasional beer in there. But it might be something for you if you like black licorice. Not a real strong nose or lots of different things coming at you. This might be a really, really neat one. New to bourbon, maybe.
Yeah.
Might be a neat one because it's kind of easy. It's
Just to
pretty
try
easy.
something different that, you know.
It's pretty easy on the palate.
Yeah. For 100 proof.
Yeah, for 100 proof, that's surprising. Although that big gulp, I wouldn't recommend a big gulp. It'll get you. That will. So yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. I think it's worth the money.
Yeah. There you go. That's what we think. Remember, if you're enjoying the channel, you like watching all our stuff and our reviews, and you appreciate it, we love the comments down there. We try to respond back to the comments. We love the ideas we're getting. Enjoy your whiskeys, and like and subscribe. And as always, enjoy your whiskey or bourbons any way you like. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.